Okay guys, welcome back. Before going on to the other examples, let me first introduce you my one of my indicators that you can get from mql5.com. This is basically a support and resistance, and you can just take that and drop it over here. And if you want to see the trend line and horizontal lines, both of them, then you can use set both of them to true, and you can put the end period at 20. So it will look something like this. So you see, this indicator helps you determine some horizontal support and resistance and trend lines as well. So it can help you identify this in any format. So the latest ones, and you can apply this either in Renko, or you can apply this in other indicators as well, other candles as well. So you can see this. If you put this at 9, which is at the default one, you can have a look. See, and if you want to set the trend lines at false, it will only give you the horizontal lines. So here you are, right? And if you can change them, the higher you get, the higher value, the more important the horizontal lines would be. So if you keep on at 30, end period at 30, you can see some of these trend lines, and are very the horizontal lines are very accurate ones. So you can see this one, a lot of resistance here, and the candles were unable to break that, so it counted as resistance. This line acted as a horizontal line, horizontal support. This line also acted as a horizontal support. So you can use this indicator, and you can get this from my profile. I have some my published products over here, and this is the product, support and resistance with trend lines. You can buy this and use it on your own, right? So let's move on to the examples. So here we were. Let's remove this indicator for now. Okay, so moving back and looking at let's look at okay, let's look at, for example, this one. Okay, so this is the area where it bounced really hard back. Now you can immediately see the reaction was quite good, but when it came back to this area, it went back again, right? So this area, even at the bottom of the support, when it came back, a reaction was seen, like, right? And then came back, retest again on the second attempt, and then went back really high, right? Then over here again, it moved up on a reaction, then came back, gave again a small reaction, and then it broke down, came back retesting. Here is a retest. If you can see this wick, it came back to the zone. So let's make a zone over here. So you can see, you can count this as a whole zone. So because this is the area, and another area where it reacted back. So this area can be called as a support or resistance. So this was a support, then it broke down and it became a resistance and went back down, and then it came back up, right? So here you can see it formed a little range. So if we move that up over here, and also this area, so this whole area can be counted as a region where it can bounce back. And here it did. It went down, broke down, came back a little high. Okay, this is the area. It came back, touched it, went down, right? And came back again to this area and went back and down again. Then you can see it came back right after a while and came back. Then it reacted. Then it came back and then reacted as well. So here you can take an entry over here and move your when it moved down. You could have put your take profit at any point. You can have put the take profit at this level if you wanted to, because that is the nearest support. So you could have opened a short sell position over here, but you could have taken your first take profit over here, or if you could allow it to go a little bit down, you could have taken take profit over here as well. So this is how you can play, right? Okay, let's look at let's look at another example. So here's another example. Okay, so this is an area here we can see a range was formed and another range was formed over here. When the price broke down, it went up to this area. This area. This area became as a resistance and it immediately came down, right? Then it went up, tried to make a reaction. It did make a reaction. Now, if you also have to keep in mind, we are looking at only 5 pips box size, 50 pips, and this is not 200 pips, 200 points or 20 pips. This is a small box size. So here we can see another reaction. It came back down, but it didn't move a little further because this area acted as a support, right? When it break out from this area, it went up, touched a resistance area, our resistance area. This area was our resistance area. It came back, touched the support, and then went up, right? It went up and then it came into another resistance area. This was a bigger resistance area. As you can see, a lot of breaks over here, and then it came back really down. See, and then again acted as support. This area acted as support, went up again to this area, our resistance area, and then fell back down, right? Okay. Let's look at another example. So this area, right? Let me just put this away. Put these away. Okay. Let's put it there. Consider this area. So this is another range area. You can put this the lower level at this level and the higher level almost at this level, right? Almost at this level. Now, when the price broke out from this, you can immediately see it reacted from this area, right? It reacted and went up. You could have taken a buy position over here. So it went back up, came back down. On a very small area, it went back up. Then it came down. A small reaction, and as you can see, this wick is a small reaction again at this level. Then it went down, and almost at the lower level, it took a little bit reaction within that range and went down again, right? So this area was the support area, was the range area. It went back up, a small reaction within the area, and then went up again. Then it came back down again on this same region and then reacted very well and went up. Then after a while, it came back again in the same region and reacted, right? And then it came back down and again reacted from this area. So this range became a very important area for the price movement of CAD JPY. So this is how you can check where you can place your trades, or where you can have a look which regions are important and which regions are not. Since this was an area of only 5 pips, this is you can see a lot of bricks when it is in 10 pips or 100 points, it is much more easy to see and clear to see, right? So let's have another example. Let's look at USD CAD. We have let's move on to one. I don't know why it isn't working. It is working. Okay, let's use 100 points. Okay. Right. So this is one brick is of 10 pips or 100 points, and you can see a rated reaction from here, right? This area, we can count this area. Okay. The upper range is this area, and the lower range you can count as this area as well, right? Anywhere from this area. So you can see this area had been a little bit in a range area. It reacted to this area, went up and broke it out, and then when it came back to this area, it went up high, reacting on the top of the support area. This whole area is the support area. This is the lower part and this is the upper part. It reacted on the upper part, went up, and then when it came down, it reacted again on the lower area and went up again, right? Then again, you can see. Okay, let's move a little bit earlier. So this is another reaction. This area, you can see a great reaction over there, then a little bit more reaction, then it went up, and when it came down on this area, yes, we also talked about this area as well, it came back, it reacted again. Look at this, 3.5 bricks. That means roughly how much? Almost 500 points, 50 pips. So that's good. That's still good. Okay, let's move it to another example, and then we will be done with the video. Okay, there is another example, small example. A price was being rejected at this point, almost at this area, right? This area, then it went back up and then reacted, then it came back, then reacted, and then it hesitated over here, and then when it came back again to this area, another reaction, right? The first reaction is always the good one. The first reaction was really good at this level. You can see this, right? Almost a 500 points. Then it went back down, came back to this area, and then again it went down, right? Another 1600 points. So that is how you play with the Renkos. These areas are always the change areas, the way the price reacts is always a very, very good area that you can play. Here you can see it played while it reacted, then it went down and then reacted as well. And then when it came back to that area, almost that area, and then it went down. See, this is how you can play. A range is being formed, and then it went almost at the top of the range, and then went up high. And then when it came back to this area, it came back down really hard. So this is how you play. So let's move on to another indicators that you can use with Renko. So I'll see you in the next video.